Good Monday afternoon. Thanks for joining us on Midday Kentucky. Amber Freeman, David Goldman.
I'm in the house. Where's Troy?
Well, you may notice that Troy isn't here. Funny you should ask. He's working on his new show. He's been talking about it. We're all super excited. The Younger You, which airs in January.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
It is. It's a lot of work. I had to laugh because David decided when I did the opening to the show, it sounded like a...
You were announcing wrestlers. And we've got in-flight fitness with David Goldman.
It's a side gig. I was just really excited about your workouts.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Stay tuned for that.
Ooh, what a tease. All right, well, we want to get serious for a moment and update you about Hurricane Florence. She left behind tons of damage and flooding. You've probably seen some of these pictures. At least 18 people are dead, and several people are still trapped from the flooding. More than 900 water rescues have been reported in North Carolina alone. The now tropical depression is just going to continue to keep dumping rain over parts of North Carolina, which of course makes it really hard. It's awful what's going on.
Yeah, it's there's so many different ways you can donate to help this cause. So these people need it more now than ever.
Absolutely, and we talked about it. It was such a big hurricane going in. And when it went down, that didn't make it any less dangerous, as evidenced by all of these deaths. That's a very, very high number for a hurricane. So
definitely scary. Keep these people in your thoughts, and anything you can do to help makes such a difference.
Absolutely. Our thoughts are with all of them. And we're going to continue to see some of that rain as well. And it's not over for them. So hopefully Mother Nature lays off a little bit.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's really, really scary. Okay, I don't know if this could be considered scary, but some people may consider it. Listen to this. There's been a shakeup in the Texas State Board of Education. The group voted to remove several historical figures from the state's social studies curriculum, including, get this, Helen Keller and Hillary Clinton. Now, in case you forgot, Helen Keller is an icon in the disabled community who became an activist while blind and deaf. And of course, Hillary Clinton is the first female to become the presidential nominee of a political party. The board also removed English philosopher Thomas Hobbes and decided to add Moses from the Bible for a high school government unit on individuals whose principles of laws and government institutions informed the American founding. Now, this movement does not ban teachers from including these figures in their studies, but it does allow them to remove them. The board is going to be able to amend these changes before the final vote in November. Share your thoughts.
Well, I think, first of all, there's a difference between, your state and your religion. I think that's kind of getting combined here. The other big part here is that, whether you like Hillary Clinton or not, she was the first female to actually, be a presidential candidate. That's huge. We're in such a progressive time. To try to take that away, I think young women need to see that this is a possibility. I can be the president. It's such a move backwards, I feel like. So I really hope the amendment changes before this all goes through. Can
we just address the obvious? No matter what, whether it's in a history book or not, that doesn't take away. This stuff happens. You're not going to remove it from the world history of the world just because you don't have it in a book.
Or because you don't agree with it.
Right.
So I feel like there's a lot of biases coming into play. And I think it's important for the world to really step up and say, hey, we're going forward. We're not going to go backwards.
And it's just, how is this doing the students any service? Like you said, whether you agree or not, you have to be informed on situations, because ignorance, I think, is just the killer of everything. Whether or not you believe something, you don't believe something, you disagree, or you agree, you should know something about it.
Definitely. It's kind of like when they would burn books, to try to get rid of knowledge. I feel like this is an example of modern day, and with the internet and everything like that, I expect people to really step up. I think this is a great thing for people to really see what they think about, on our Facebook page. Because that really gives everybody a chance.
I definitely want to hear. And we have some opinions on there already. Some people agree, some people don't.
Yeah.
What are these kids going to do when they go to college in another state? Hillary Clinton?
They're
Who's that?
Who is this Hillary
And I don't
lady?
understand why not Helen Keller.
Right. Yeah, she's pretty huge. First female that was blind to get a college education. That's incredible.
How dare she? Tell us what you think. We want to know. All right, David. You're into all of these practices.
David, you're
So
a vampire.
I can't wait to, well, so you just look so young. Could drinking young blood help prevent age-related diseases? A new study shows that younger blood injected into older mice helped improve their late life health, while younger mice injected with older blood experienced some age-related health issues. So if this process was rolled out to the public, it's going to cost about $8,000, I'm guessing, per treatment. Some people believe that we should let natural life take its course, but the people behind the study believe that aging itself is a disease. And what better video to play over the discussion than the trailer from the classic
Interview with a Vampire? I love it, yeah.
Would you do this?
You know, I do think that this is going to take form. I think that, you know, we're kind of throwing it off by saying drinking blood, but you see things like with stem cells where people are having incredible results. So I definitely think that if the opportunity shows itself to actually show the benefits, I think this will be huge.
Would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would definitely do it. I've actually.
Would you drink the blood?
No. No.
Well, I mean.
It's not October yet.
I know.
No. No, it's.
Don't let him fool you. You're so finely aged,
you know,
David. There's a trick.
I'm actually 140. It's no, I'm just kidding. No, but I do think this is one of those
I'm glad
things.
you added the disclaimer.
Right.
Just kidding.
They're like, he looks great. No, that's how vampires roll.
Would you offer this service?
I think that this is going to be a service that will definitely get, you know, more involved with the FDA because you're starting to see it more and more. You know, if you think about a blood transfusion, that's not a big deal. So if we're actually seeing benefits, let's say you're rebuilding cartilage or, you know.
Well, well, yeah, that is true. Don't listen to me. I'm thinking just to look younger. there are
other
some health benefits.
But yeah, it's, you know, people, you know, we do vampire facials
That's
already.
what I was going to ask. Now, do you guys do that at your place?
We do PRP, which is platelet-rich plasma, and it's where we take your own blood and we spin it and get the healthiest cells and then put them back in.
What is the number one worry that people have about going into that?
I think that people are just nervous about injections.
Needles.
Needles.
I
That's
had
what
blood
it
taken
usually is.
today.
Oh,
Aww.
yeah.
And
yeah.
I can't imagine getting that many needles.
The needles are so small. People love them.
That doesn't matter.
But
People love them? Is that what you just
They
said?
do. Oh, well, they do. They love what it does
Okay.
because it really does replenish the skin. Would you do something like that?
Okay, so I think it's interesting. I definitely see the benefit in it. I think that, like you said, the FDA or some kind of organization is going to need to get into it because you said blood transfusions aren't a big deal. They're getting better and better. There's still always that slight chance that something's wrong with the blood. Your blood's not going to take it. There's a lot of different medical interactions that need to happen.
Usually, I think the biggest worry is people are concerned about infection.
Yeah.
You know, and because getting the blood types to match and things like that, you know, this is going to be something we should definitely follow, though.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Would you let somebody suck up their blood and put it in your... A young person. By the way, all the people in the study were over 35. So I guess that's old age. And then the young people were 16 to 25, so the young bucks. Would you take their blood? Let us know.
Watch it. They're looking for you.
All right. Again, now we're going to talk video games. This is a hot topic. Fortnite. It's one of the hottest games out there today, but... Disclaimer, apparently it is also a heartbreaker. A recent report claims at least 200 divorce filings cited too much of the gameplay was a reason for ending the marriage. A UK divorce resource cites that these divorces happened in 2018, yes, this year, and they cited Fortnite as well as other video games as the divorce cause. Are you a gamer?
I am not a gamer.
I would peg you as a gamer.
Thank you, Amber. Thank you so much. I honestly, when I saw this story, I too thought of you as I was like, well, Amber, this could be blocking her relationships.
It's why I'm not married.
And maybe she's just gaming all the time. But I do know a lot of my friends who love playing Fortnite, and I have actually heard wives and girlfriends complain about them playing too many video games.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I can see that.
It's real because people get consumed by it, and you know, people are like, hey, what about me? Let's have a little FaceTime right here.
Focus.
Focus
But
in.
you're very right. That is
Bring it
why
in.
I'm not married, everybody. He just put that big secret out there. It's all the gaming that I do while I'm not working.
Gaming is huge right now.
I've never even seen this game.
You've never. Oh, you all. Do you see what I'm
I'm
dealing
so.
with?
So you're admitting you're a gamer.
No, I'm admitting that I'm not living in a cave.
Okay.
Fortnite is hip, and
Well,
it's totally a great game.
Better watch that ring.
That's true. That's true.
Brandy might be thinking otherwise, that she wants you in the cave. Okay, so with this, I can definitely see it. Like you said,
Yeah.
it's probably like sports. It's like anything else. I had a family member, and before this one, there must have been some game on your phone that you could play, where it was like a team game, and I have no idea what it was. But they had the funniest story where they would be like in bed, and the phone would start dinging, 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 and they'd be like, "Hey, get your phone," and we'll call her Linda, and we'll call him
John.
John. So Linda and John. So Linda would pick up her phone and she's like, "They need me. They need me. Like they need me now."
She was a gamer.
Yeah, she was the gamer.
Awesome.
And he's like, "What are you talking about? We're gonna bet." And like she would talk about these battles they're gonna have, and that they needed her. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and she had to call. It called a battle or something like that.
It's called commitment, people. Well, Battlement Front. That was a Star Wars game. Could have been that. I'm just saying, I want to hear, I bet there are some wild stories.
Has anybody gotten a divorce or thinking about divorce? Be careful. Put it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we want to hear about that.
Yeah,
because that'll be juicy.
And David also needs some gaming tips for his Fortnite obsession.
Listen, it's real. It's fun.
All
Enjoy
right.
it.
Moving on to obsession. Not only are cars driving themselves, now motorcycles are as well. Listen to this. BMW is working on an AI for their motorcycles that can accelerate, lean around corners, brake, and park. Just felt like that needed to be said that way. They hope this driving assistant will help keep future bike riders safe with automatic brakes and adjusting the steering during dangerous situations.
This is so cool.
Are you a rider?
No, I'm not. Honestly, just because other people scare me. You know, people hit cars all the time, and they definitely can hit motorcycles. But I think this is great because, you know, if you're driving, already you have the advances in cars where you can actually, you know, the car will stop if you're getting too close to something. So if you're doing that on a motorcycle and you're turning, looking at something, and then you're about to get on something quickly and it slows you down, I think that's incredible.
I don't even trust somebody else driving it. There's no way I'm going to let a machine drive it. Would you get an automatic driving car?
Yes. And, you know, I know you said that because that's, to me, it's like, why wouldn't you love an automatic driving car? They said 50% of our population isn't even interested in it. But I just think about I'm on the road a lot. I'm probably about 10, 15 hours a week.
When he's not playing Fortnite.
Well.
You might have that in your car. That's why you want an automatic driving car.
But think
so you
about,
can game while you're driving.
If you think about how much you could get done while something.
No, I think that's a horrible idea. Focus on the road.
If my car is driving itself, listen, I feel like Elon Musk would back me up in this, okay? Tesla, they're trying to make them happen.
Are you name dropping now? You're good buddies? Is he
well,
going to sit in the car with you in game?
If he throws me a car, I'm good with that.
There you go, Elon Musk. I'm sure he's watching right now. So you really would go for this?
I would love it.
Tell us what you think. Would you allow something else to drive? There's been accidents with these automatic. I mean, there's kinks.
The car that hit the lady.
Yeah,
I think it was the Uber driver. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not saying that I wouldn't want it to be better.
Listen, while I'm sitting at my desk, my computer automatically turns on and off by itself every now and then. There's no way I'm going to trust a car while I'm going 70
It is
down
a little
the interstate.
scary. It is a little scary, but I think with time and honestly advances, it'll be there.
Would you wear a helmet?
On my motorcycle?
Yeah.
Or in my car?
Because
Because I definitely wouldn't do it in the car.
But you would on the motorcycle?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
All right. We want to know what you think. Well, if you're going to have an automated motorcycle, you're going to have to work out.